Jerry Durham here, number 2 in the countdown series. Just one away from number 1. Sound like an old school DJ for those of you who remember the radio days. So number 2, 2 things you must do to increase arrive, pay, and stay. Again, you've heard me mention these 2 things, whether you know it or not. So it's really hard to do these 5 separately. This countdown separately, because so much of it is intertwined, which I want you to get, but I want you to get those bits of it with each one, because the 5 of these together are going to be worth a boatload of patient success to you, which therefore means a boatload of business success for you, right? Because I've been telling you how better to manage the pre-arrival process for potential new patients. And the better you get at that, the greater patient success you will have and the greater business success you will have. So here we go. 2 things you must do to increase arrive, pay, and stay. Now, everything has been this pre-arrival, which I just said, and I'm going to emphasize that right now. Yet, just put this little caveat in there. This will impact your stay portion, the agreed upon and the completed plan of care. The 2 things you must do to increase arrive, pay, and stay is number 1, build alliance. I just say build trust. Yes, alliance is way deeper than trust. But if we talk about trust building relationships, and we take those tools and we take the skills we know to build trust, then we are building an alliance. Okay. So I'm going to leave it like that. Build trust is number 1. The better trust you build earlier in their relationship with you, pre-arrival, the bigger impact it will be. The ROI on alliance and trust building is incredible. Okay. So build trust, build alliance. Number 2, the second thing you must do to increase arrive, pay, and stay is manage and or set expectations every step of the way. And just like trust, the sooner you do this, the ROI is greater. I am not going to go into my story here. You can go back and listen to the earlier episodes. After 10, 15 years of this, when I reflect back, it is the managing and setting of expectations that also builds trust, right? So these 2 things combined have returned the largest ROI in my business and the work I do than anything else. No equipment I've ever purchased, no staff I've ever hired, no systems I've ever implemented have had a bigger impact on the success for my patients and therefore on my top and bottom line than managing and setting expectations and building trust and alliance with our patients. You got to go back to these first ones and think about where you can better manage and set expectations, because the other big takeaway is the further upstream you do this, the bigger your ROI will be. The later you wait to do this, the greater the likelihood of a cancel, no show, or drop off. Cheers all.